Hi, welcome to day 9 of the Higgins Keto blog. We're going to keep the talking part short and sweet today because I do have some attachment videos that I'm going to be attaching to this, that I'm actually making the muffins, okay, and showing you the finished product. I will tell you that they were good. However, I would wait till they cool down because they tasted better after they cooled down than they did hot right out of the oven. And then I went ahead, and because they were slightly sweet with a slight cinnamon taste, so what I did was after a while I took some butter, some cinnamon, and some stevia, and I made a cinnamon butter to put on them, which I didn't have another one because it would have blown me past my ketos. So the kids ate them and absolutely loved them. So I can assume that if the kids like them, they're good. So
they did not taste like cornbread.
Right.
That is the most important piece.
Right. What I did when I made those is when I put the almond flour and that stuff into the blender, I blended it longer. Basically chopped it up finer before we went on to the next process, and that right there is probably what led to the fact that they had a smoother consistency and they didn't taste like, as Shauna says, cornbread.
Yes.
Okay. Anywho, so far I have lost 7 pounds, and Shauna has lost,
I think 10.
10
total.
Okay, 10 total pounds. So I redid our macros today. And when I redid the macros, I found a new keto calculator. This is one that was based on the original keto calculator that is considered to be the most accurate keto calculator out there. And I can't remember what the name of the website is right now. I will share that tomorrow. I will make sure I put a note down so I share that with you tomorrow. And it made Shauna happy.
Yes.
Me, not so much. Okay, because it raised her calories, but it raised the fat, but it lowered her protein to 73, which puts it into where she was going anyway.
Right.
So that made her very happy that she didn't have to swallow down a bunch more meat, and it put her in the ballpark again. But she has to take in more fats now. Me, on the other hand, my calories went down. My fats went up, and my protein dropped all the way down to 106, which did not make me happy because I enjoy eating meat. So, yeah. I'm going to try this one for a while, see what happens. If this is accurate and this is the correct way to do the macros, we should see a difference. I mean, I'm already in the energy phase, which is funny.
I'm still not. I mean, if anyone knows me, you're probably thinking, wow, she's not really have a lot to say, and
right. She
looks tired. It's because I am.
Yes, and I've got all the energy in the world, which is like, okay. Yes, I can be a bit much, to say the least. But she married me.
I did.
Okay, so.
Now, I will say that I am on, let's see, what is today again? Today is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
So tired.
Yeah.
I am on day 2 in terms of regular exercise, whereas before it was very sporadic. And not to say that we weren't doing any type of exercise.
Right.
Beforehand, because we were bike riding, we've been walking, not near as much walking as what my husband is currently doing right now with the power walking and the running as well. So yes, I was still exercising, but getting back into my routine, because I'm telling you, finishing up that PhD really threw me off of.
It set her off her track for a few months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was so focused on being finished and doing all the rewrites, all of that. So now getting back to that, tomorrow will be day 3. I have noticed that I am a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I don't want to say that I'm like truly hungry.
Right.
But I do have more of an appetite.
Yes, and that is true.
Yes.
Dinner tonight, I made chicken broccoli stir fry, but I made it in a keto type fashion. Okay.
And it was good.
It was awesome. And she actually ate all, but I mean, literally, there was a piece of chicken like this, and a piece of broccoli like this, and that's all that was left on her plate.
And that says a lot for me.
It does.
Because I normally don't eat that much.
So her appetite has come along. It killed me because after dinner I would normally get a snack because I have to make up some extra stuff. I got no snack, which that's a bummer.
My husband loves to eat.
I do.
This is really, it's killing him.
I mean, I can say this though. I'm not hungry. It's just that I like to eat.
Yes.
I like food.
He's truly a foodie.
I am. To me, eating is not about the amount; it's about the flavors. It's experiencing those flavors. So yeah. So
so when he's ready for dessert, he thinks everybody else is ready for dessert, and I'm sitting over here, my stomach feeling as though it's going to explode. I'm like, no, I can't eat anything right now.
Yeah. I am going to be making keto pancakes. They're almond cream cheese pancakes. Not tomorrow, but it'll probably be the day after tomorrow because I believe tomorrow is when we're supposed to get the not calorie free, carb free syrups. Okay, I found these on bodybuilding.com. And the two that had the highest rankings for flavor were blueberry and strawberry. So because my wife doesn't like strawberry syrups, she likes strawberries just fine. She just can't stand the strawberry syrup. I got her the blueberry and I got me the strawberry. And we're going to see how that goes and we will let you know.
Right. Okay.
Because every single time we find something, we want to share it with you. That way we say, hey, we found something that's actually good. Because I mean, anytime you take the sugar out of something and you have to go to these stevias or whatever it is, sometimes the flavors can be off. Okay, so when we find something good, we'll let you know. And hopefully these are good. Now, nice thing about it is it was only $4.89 a bottle. So
cheap.
Right.
Very, very cheap.
I mean, even with shipping, the whole thing came out to $14. So for 2 bottles. So we're hoping it's good. Okay.
I just want to be able to share with everyone that I finally have energy. That's
Right.
I'm waiting for that moment.
Right. I already am. But I'm rubbing that in. Anyway, so that's it for today. Stick around because I am going to plug the videos onto the very end of this, and you guys have a great night.
Good night.
Night. Okay, welcome to me making muffins. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I've got my food processor right here, and what I did was I went ahead and laid out all my stuff pre-measured around the counter here so I could just put it all together, but I will be telling you exactly how much. So in your food processor, the first thing that we want to do is we want to add the egg yolks. All right. The butter, and make sure that that is mostly melted, if not all the way melted. Almond flour. All right, get that all in there. Baking powder. All right, now since I decided to make these cinnamon muffins, I'm also going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. All right, and I'm going to be adding about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now, because this has to be partially sweetened, I'm going to be adding also a tablespoon of stevia. All right. Actually, I'm sorry, that's 2 tablespoons of stevia. All right, because it's going to be making quite a few muffins. So, we get those in there, and I believe, let me check. I almost forgot. And a pinch of salt. Okay? So we put all that stuff in there. And then you lock the top on. Alright, now what I had there was I had 1.5 cups of almond flour, 6 large eggs separated, so you want to separate the yolks from the whites, and the reason why you separate the whites once again when you're doing these type of breads or anything keto is because you're going to turn that into the whites with 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar in order to make whipped egg whites to soft peaks, which I'm going to be adding next. You've got your 4 tablespoons of butter, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and then a pinch of salt. All right, and of course the 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar went into the eggs. All right, so now that that's combined, what you're going to do is you're going to add 1/3 of your egg white mixture. You're going to sacrifice those to loosen up this dough. All right. And the one thing I found out that sometimes you really have to push this around here because it does ball up on you really good on that first stage, which is the reason why it does that. Alright, now you want to go ahead and put in the rest of the egg white. And you want to make sure you get all of this because this is what really gives the consistency of the bread that you're looking for. When there's still a little bit of that egg white sticking up top, is I'll take it and rest and I'll work it in with the spatula. That way it keeps a little bit of that fluffiness on the top. Alright. Now what I'm doing today is because I decided to make muffins, I'm preparing a muffin sheet. Alright. So I'll take this off here, and then I will take this off, and I will pull this out so I can get this yummy goodness off the blade. And yes, I did wash my hands. If anybody's wondering. I'm going to go ahead and stick this over here in the sink. Alright, let me wipe my hands off here real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare this cookie sheet by spraying in Baker's Joy. It's really good at spraying into things like this, and it doesn't add any calories, carbs, or anything like that, and I just really like it. By the way, the oven is preset to 375. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start divvying out the mixture into the cupcake molds. And it is a wonderful thing. You can already smell the cinnamon in here, and I'm assuming that when it gets baked, it's even going to get more. Kids just stopped by to ask me if they could have a cookie. I said yes. You know, they get to have the carbs, we don't. So the faster we can get them to eat some of this stuff, the faster it's out of the house. But you want to equally divide this among, and you know, you may have to try this a few times, redo a couple, that type of thing, in order to get it to fill all your cups evenly. Because Lord knows that they don't make, you know, exact muffin fillers, which that would be an interesting, you know, if somebody wants to invent that. What is this? This is my exact muffin filler. Okay. Based on if you have just the right amount of muffin stuff. Okay. I know, I use lots of big words like muffin stuff. I know, it's a horrible thing. Alright, so I've got those filled. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my pan and I'm going to put it in my 375-degree oven. And I'm going to do it for 25 minutes. When you do the bread, it's 30 minutes, but I'm going to do it for 25 since these are smaller muffins. And I'm going to keep an eye on them. And then I will get back to you. Okay, they're out of the oven. And this is the finished product. Okay, so now I'm going to do the official taste test. They all smell very, very good. All right, they're not really that sweet, but they're still hot out of the oven, but they're not bad. I'll have to see once they cool down what they taste like and fill you on that later on when we actually do the podcast and add this into it. So thanks, bye.